What is up, guys? It's Kaladi here, and today I'm bringing you guys a brand new video. Today we're going to be discussing, is 1440p gaming actually worth it? Today I'm going to be bringing you guys my opinion on whether you guys should get a 1440p monitor. Is it worth it? Is it worth gaming at 1440p? All of that stuff. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So for this video, I prepared a list of pros and cons, just to break down the full spectrum of what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. So actually, we're going to start off in this video with the cons, because there's only really two cons for 1440p in my opinion. And the first con is that it costs a little bit more than 1080p. So yeah, it's actually going to cost you at least probably $200. Maybe you could find a better deal on a 1440p monitor. So to get a 1440p monitor, it will cost you a little bit more than a 1080p monitor. A 1080p monitor probably costs around $120, $100 around there. Not very expensive in my opinion, but a 1440p monitor will run you about $200, maybe more. It depends what kind of specs you're getting, with the response time on the monitor, the refresh rate also. So yeah, for me, I have a 1440p monitor, and it's 60 hertz, which is, I think, good enough for me. I don't really care about the refresh rate, but anyways, it will cost you a little bit more. That one cost me about $200, and I think it's not the ultimate 1440p monitor, but it is pretty good. Also, another con about 1440p gaming will be that it will take a toll on your graphics card and your computer as a whole, just because you are dealing with more pixels when you're gaming at 1440p. So you will need a decent graphics card in order to play games at 1440p at good frame rates. So yeah, just keep that in mind. But now we're gonna get into the pros. So the pros to 1440p gaming is, the first one obviously is higher resolution, so it's gonna be better visuals. And the reason for that is because on a 1080p monitor, you're actually dealing with less pixels, because let's say you have a 1920 by 1080 monitor. The way you can find out the pixels is actually just multiplying those two numbers. So 1920 by 1080 will give you approximately 2 million pixels on the screen. So that's exactly what you're dealing with there on a 1080p monitor. But on a 1440p monitor, you actually multiply the numbers together, which is 2560 by times 1440. You're actually going to get 3.7 million pixels. So you're actually getting 1.7 million more pixels than you would on a 1080p monitor. Therefore, you're going to get a crisper image. Everything's going to be sharper, smoother edges. So it's going to look a lot nicer. The next thing that I want to talk about is 1080p, 1440p, and 4K. 1080p is the standard right now. 1440p is more in the middle between that and 4K. So it is a nice median, because 4K is amazing to look at. It's probably the best thing you will look at. Now I think they have 8K, but 4K is actually getting pretty expensive when it comes to monitors. So 1080p is like the bare minimum, because if you can't run a game at 1080p, I don't think you should be playing the game, honestly, because it's not going to look very good. But 1440p is right smack in the middle of those two. So I think it's a good option if you want to have some decent quality. I'm not saying 1080p is bad to look at, but if you want to have better visuals and not have to pay the cost of 4K, then I would definitely suggest getting a 1440p monitor. Another pro for 1440p is that it is future proof. So right now 1080p is the standard for most games and most of everything. Pretty much most videos you see on YouTube, 1080p is the standard. You don't really see any 720 HD anymore. Now 1080p is the full HD, and then it will be 1440p, which is also QHD or 2K. But yeah, 1080p is right now the standard. So in a few years, I'm willing to bet that it's going to be 1440p, because it happens all the time. It used to be 720 was the standard, then 1080p came over, then now it's going to be 1440p, and eventually we'll get to 4K, but by then I'm pretty sure we'll have a 16K or something like that. I don't know. So definitely this monitor will come in handy for the future. You won't have to upgrade this monitor for a long time. So yeah, that's another benefit to having a 1440p monitor. Lastly, I just want to talk about my experience with a 1440p monitor. I recently just bought this 1440p monitor. It's from Lenovo. I don't exactly know the exact name. I'll try and link it in the description. But I picked it up for $200 at Best Buy. And yeah, so far I've been playing games. They run beautifully on this monitor. It looks super crisp, everything. And I'm not obviously paid or anything by Lenovo. I'm just giving my honest opinion on this monitor. It's freaking amazing. All my games now look so much better, and I'm very glad I picked it up. So that's it for the video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you did like the video, please make sure to leave a like, and if you have any questions, you could feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. And also do make sure to subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you guys, and peace.